An essential strategy to protect your time. When you open your calendar, do you have a protected 30 minutes or an hour of time dedicated to your most important work? A lot of people know this is a really important strategy because if you're not protecting your time, someone's going to protect it for you to work on their biggest priorities. Now, of course, you got to work on stuff for your family, for your coworkers, for your manager and whatnot. But your most important project, are you carving out time for that? A lot of times we know this is important, yet it's hard to do. A lot of times when I ask people this question, I say, open it up. Do you have a protected time on your afternoon? Most people say no. They used to do it, but they don't do it anymore. So here's a couple things you can do to quickly protect that time on an ongoing basis and make sure that you've got your most important priority in there and you're making progress on it. Step one is to open up a time slot on your open up your calendar, find a time slot, and set a recurring appointment with yourself. Now, a lot of times people feel guilty about this or something along those lines because they're saying, well, Ben, my calendar's showing up as if I've blocked time, but really I haven't blocked it because I'm not meeting with anybody else during that time. And what I say to that is the most important meetings you will ever have are the meetings with yourself to work on your most important work. So set up a recurring meeting and let people know that's a protected time. And sometimes you may have to negotiate and give that time slot up for some other kind of work, and that's okay, but you've got it protected on an ongoing basis. So that's step one. Step two is to make a list of the work you want to be putting in that time slot. A lot of times when that time slot comes, if you don't have protected time or your work identified to put in that protected time, other work is just going to fill in there, or maybe you'll just skip over it altogether. So make sure before you get to that daily or weekly time slot, whatever it is for you, that you've got that work identified. And then step three is to give yourself permission to focus on that one important project or task during that time slot. And then the bonus activity is to notice the amount of progress you make. I'll tell you this, I would not have been able to finish the quit alternative if I hadn't used this simple strategy. And this applies to a lot of projects in my career. So go out right now, implement this simple time management strategy by protecting your time on an ongoing basis and putting that important task in there, and then notice the impact that it makes in your workday. We'll talk to you soon.